YouTube and the Auburn football fan base. Again, it's Kennard, Vernon Seward here with the podcast. We're talking Auburn football. Down in Deep South, college football is king, and on the plains of Auburn, the battle cry is War Damn Eagle. I think Auburn has made some progression in the depth chart, especially when we talk about the quarterback room. Go ahead and like this video, comment, and subscribe to Vernon Speaks Sports Auburn. I think this is pretty significant because you consider the quarterback position for Auburn has been a very unstable entity of the program. I mean, it's really been jacked up, to be fair, for a couple of years. I mean, you look at the debacle from the second year, I mean, even the first year of Brian Harsin. I mean, you got, QB Bo Nix and Robbie Ashford. I mean, it was just a real big mess that carried over into 2023, which led to TJ Finley being the starting quarterback. I mean, it was just a freaking disaster. Then you go into the 2023 season where Peyton Thorne has been brought in as a transfer from Michigan State. Had obviously some success at Michigan State, leading Michigan State to a Peach Bowl and an 11-2 season. And even though the next year didn't follow that up very well, but we saw that if you put the pieces around Peyton Thorne, it's a possibility that he can have some level of success. And I'm almost certain that's what Hugh Freeze was looking at in the crystal ball with Peyton Thorne, to say, if I could get the right guys around him and give him some confidence. I think I've seen what he's done at Michigan State. I've seen that's a Power 5 level. They probably don't play the competition week in and week out as maybe that you'll see in the SEC. But at the same time, this is still a quarterback that has shown some capability. And if I can get the pieces around him, and I think given all elements involved, I think Hugh Freeze has done just that and then some. You look at a team like Missouri that's got like 3 wide receivers that are pretty good. When you look at Burton and Theo Weiss and other guys, there. But I don't think you have what Hugh Freeze possibly could have at an optimal level at Auburn in 2024 with 4 absolutely amazing freshman wide receivers coming in. And then you caveat that with some really diligent work in the transfer portal, and also the wild card Rivaldo Fairweather, who will allow you to get in some of those, they can even disguise some formation. I'm looking at a 10, 11, 12, 11 personnel, and with that 11 personnel where you have 4 receivers, Rivaldo Fairweather could be one of the 4 receivers, and they motion back into a 10 or whatever they want to do. They can pretty much do it. And I think this is a huge thing for Auburn to finally start to have that solidarity at the quarterback position, even more so choosing quarterback number 2. Quarterback number 2, beating out Holden Geriner, beating out Walker White, will be the number 2 quarterback for Auburn, at least for the foreseeable future. Now, Hank Brown has some history with Hugh Freeze. He originally committed to Liberty while Hugh Freeze was there. And long story short, when Hugh Freeze but he was picked for the head coaching job at Auburn, he quote-unquote flipped his commitment from Liberty to Auburn, which I think is a no-brainer when you consider all things. And, this could be a good spot for the future of Hank Brown. You're a Hugh Freeze guy. You're a guy that Hugh Freeze trusts. Did a great job in the Music City Bowl against Maryland. And I'm just glad, just to put a little meat to this story, the takeaway that I have from this story is the fact that I'm ecstatic that Auburn has some stability at quarterback. That there will more than likely not be the quarterback carousel that we've been accustomed to witnessing over the past, it's going on 3 years now. And this adds some solidarity and some type of continuity quarterback wise, to where you got the one guy, you got the two guy, you got the 2 and 3 guy that could battle it out, but you have a solid number 1, and right now you have a solid number 2. Let me know what you think about this video, and what you think about, you know, the fact that Auburn finally has quarterback number 1, a designated quarterback number 1, designated quarterback number 2, and what type of solidarity that leads into the 2024 season. All right, guys, like this video, comment, and subscribe to Vernon Speaks Sports Auburn. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger. War Eagle.